all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Nifty running by Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 35.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 15 yards. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
At their own 25-yard line.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go play action. Griffin into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Not a good omen there. First throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Throwing. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mayfield on 1st down, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davies. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Inches at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And his pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 32 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Browns.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it's up and good.
The score, Browns 24. Ravens 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
17-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Goal, Cleveland.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
22-yard line.
From the 22, Jackson buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
10 more yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A gain of 9 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Try to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
First down, Cleveland.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
from the 24. Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Stepping up, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 39, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Dancing to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. 2nd down at 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Couple of third-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Tackled back at the
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
There's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
16-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Ingram again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
21.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And Andrews lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.